as he's walking in now by Lucas Giolito of the Boston Red Sox. It's interesting talking to Lou, and we just wrapped up with Lou Merloni a few moments ago, to hear him and just say, oh, well, the guys come into, either one is fine, where guys come in and, well, it starts at spring training.
Yeah.
They learn about it when they first get here, and it's something that the guys still buzz about after that Jimmy Fund trip down to Fort Myers. So as mentioned, joining us now, Lucas Giolito of the Boston Red Sox joining us here. Thanks for coming on and joining us here on day 2. We appreciate it.
Good. Yeah, how you doing, guys?
We're doing great.
Doing great. Let me, real quick,
yes.
Rob Bradford was on with us earlier. He told me you said you'll get a baseball isn't boring tattoo if you guys win the World Series. How did he rope you into
why
that?
not?
I don't know.
He's roping like half of baseball, I think. It's not just you. It's like a lot.
Got everybody
it's a lot of
committed
people,
to
I think.
Yeah, he loves his branding. He did it with Joe Kelly, who was a former teammate of mine when the Dodgers won. And then he extended the offer to me, and I said, yeah, why not?
Okay.
I'll do it.
Do you get to pick the placement, or does he pick the placement?
I'll probably pick the placement.
Very good. Yeah.
You guys could get like Thelma and Louise style tattoo. Well, he's already got one.
He already got one.
Rob's already got one.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I guess he doesn't need another one. Well, you're here in year 2 with the Boston Red Sox. What have you come to learn about the Telethon, the Jimmy Fund, and the Red Sox and your involvement there?
Yeah, I mean, how big it is, how cool it is, for us as players to be able to utilize our platform for a great cause in the Jimmy Fund. How much it means to this organization, the city, all the people here, all the great work that's done to help fight cancer. It's just great to be a part of.
What's that spring training visit like when all the kids come down to Fort Myers and you get to spend some time with them?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it really puts things into perspective for us. We get to play this game for a living. It's a kid's game at the end of the day. It's a sport, and it's high pressure. Stakes are high, but anytime that we get to spend time with the kids and kind of realize, that what we do, we're very used to it. It's at our job at times. It's very fun, but to be able to kind of share that with the kids and make their day in any way possible, it makes it very important.
It's one of the many areas where the money can go to help that funds or helps fund the Jimmy Fund trip every year down to spring training. 877-738-1234, online jimmyfund.org, or you can text to give any amount by texting K-Cancer to 56512. It's the easiest way to do it, just a text away. Again, about 3.7 million, more than that, and counting here today on day 2. You guys have dropped the last couple games, but comfortably, compared to last few years anyway, comfortably in a playoff spot. How has this year been going for you guys, and how do you feel down the stretch going into hopefully a postseason run?
Yeah, it's been good. I think that it's been a super formative year compared. Last year I wasn't involved. I was kind of watching from afar, and I saw a bunch of our young talent developing at the big league level, taking some big steps forward. And then this year, it's even more so. We've had more additions. I like the kids have come up and made huge impacts. The returning guys, continuing to make big leaps forward. Talking about being part of the starting rotation, I'm just so happy for, and I'm so impressed with Brian Bayo, his development. He's really turned into a true top of the line starter for us. For me, is kind of like an older guy. It's crazy. I have to say that now, but it is that way, especially on this team with all of our young talent. Just to be a part of, the excitement, be a part of, just a really overall talented team in many facets. That hopefully we have a really good core to make a playoff run this year and then years in the future.
For being out last year, like you said, watching it, do you appreciate it more now, or do you view it a little bit differently, getting the ball every 5th day after what happened a year ago?
It's so much more fun. Being able to actually contribute and be a part of the team. When I signed here, I signed to give this team quality innings. Be a reliable starting pitcher that can go deep into games, help out with the bullpen, and give us good chances to win. and I wasn't able to do that last year. The entire year I'm out rehabbing my elbow, so it definitely left a lot to be desired. So now this year, actually being a part of the team for real, helping us win, as we continue to push and push towards the playoffs, it's been a lot of fun, especially doing it here in Boston.
It seems like every pitcher, though, is inevitably out for like a season. Is that something like you and other pitchers talk about? Like, hey, if you've had 4 good seasons in a row, like it's kind of coming at some point. It's almost nobody can avoid it. It seems like.
Yeah, there's a few guys, and the guys that their elbow just lasts forever and they never have a major injury. It's like you're a unicorn now in today's day and age of pitching. I think just so much is demanded of us. Velocity has become more and more important. Guys are going out there ripping stuff as hard as they can because you have to if you want to get outs at this level. So. It's kind of become a rite of passage, getting a Tommy John surgery or getting, something done. Unfortunately, that's the way it is, but that's the way it is. So you're kind of right. Like at some point, there's always that period where it's like, okay, time to get this fixed up. Luckily, the science and the medicine is so advanced now to where the return to play with, the same level of stuff and feel, it's getting more that way. There's complications every once in a while, but for the most part, it's just you gotta fight back from whatever injury it is.
Well, the rite of passage is an interesting way of putting it. I know Keith is chomping at the bit for some non-baseball questions, so I'll give you one kind of in the middle, because you said something that jumped out. We watched the Clubhouse on Netflix, and you even said at one point, like, you feel like you're on the team, but you're kind of separate from the team, working out and rehabbing on the side. I guess, what was the experience like last year, kind of having your every move, the team's every move filmed on Netflix? What was that experience like for you and the team?
I thought it was cool. I wish we were doing it this year compared to last year. It's more exciting, more fun storylines, but in general, I thought they did a great job. And yeah, I didn't mind it too much. Again, I wasn't playing, so I wasn't asked like, hey, can you put a mic on when you go out and pitch or anything like that. I know other guys were asked to do that, and depending on the player, some guys are more comfortable than others, but overall, I feel like the participation was good. It kind of painted a pretty solid picture of like what we go through as players and on field, off field. So yeah, I thought it was a cool experience.
All right, I know you're a huge movie and TV fan. What's the best thing you've watched recently?
Best thing I watched recently was Andor.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a big Star.
You're speaking his language. Yeah,
amazing.
I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I got away from it over the last few years. I was a little disappointed when Disney took over Lucasfilm, LucasArts, and I didn't like the movies they did at all. All 3 of them I thought were terrible. And then they put out a few series. Mandalorian, I wasn't a big fan of. Some of the other stuff I wasn't into. And so I was kind of sleeping on the Andor series. I actually saw Rogue One in theaters, and I was like, oh, they did a good job with this.
That was very good.
This was a good movie. But I didn't even know anything about it. And I set up a Disney Plus subscription. I'm like, what's this Andor? Oh, this is the guy from the Rogue One movie.
Yes.
And I started watching it, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like,
it's amazing.
It's the best writing, best character development in all of Star Wars, like the entire universe combined, in my opinion. If it wasn't a Star Wars show, it'd be like, wow, this is like top tier Emmy television. And it, even being a Star Wars show, it is that, delving into, the politics, delving into, all the stuff like pre Luke Skywalker was really cool.
I'll explain it to you later, Joe.
Yeah, I am going to need an explainer.
It's a Star Wars show without lightsabers.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it'd be good, but it's amazing.
Yeah, that was
not the greatest pitch.
Yeah. No, that was the one thing when I started the show, I read online, there's no lightsabers here, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a bummer. but after like 3-4 episodes,
yeah.
I was completely locked in.
Fantastic.
Brad Foe, because he's a gossip. You're a Severance guy.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
one. That is one
that's
that I watch. He got me into that
fantastic.
show. That is
Yep.
a pretty good watch as well. Well, Lucas Giolito, we appreciate the time jumping on. Thank you so much for doing so, and best of luck this
Yeah,
season.
appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We got
Thank
Red Sox and Orioles game 2 here tonight.